This is Daniel, my grandson. He is now 22 years old and finalizing his studies in vocational education. He is going to be a technician, a specialized plumber. Daniel had remarkable difficulties in learning, more specifically in reading and writing. As a small boy, he was not interested in words or letters, but he loved to listen to stories, especially if there was an interesting storyline. Sometimes he told me that he is a little ashamed because he does not know letters. I identified pretty much with Daniel, and I remember similar feelings from my own early childhood. Luckily, they had a specialized kindergarten teacher who paid attention on Daniel, and she was actually the first one to notice that Daniel might need more support and attention. She introduced to Daniel the world of words and letters. Daniel started the school when he was 7, as usual in Finland. There were 25 kids in his class, and the teacher was quite experienced and well trained. Daniel was quite excited, and he liked the school. Sometimes he was also a little worried. What if I don't learn like my friends? However, Daniel seemed to fall in love with the teacher. There was also a special education teacher visiting the classroom, and of course she found out that Daniel had difficulties in reading and writing. She took Daniel and 3 other similar small boys and girls in her resource room. Daniel loved these classes in the small group, and he was also so motivated to go there. They had a flexible support system to tackle the many kinds of individual needs, starting from universal support by regular teachers, then intensified support as part-time special education service, and finally special support with individualized curriculum. So, our Daniel was served by intensified support. In the lower secondary, grades 7 to 9, the academic expectations grew enormously. New subjects, longer school days, more demanding study tasks, and much more reading. When he started 8th grade, he had motivational difficulties. From his perspective, the school set too high and stressing demands. Daniel loved playing ice hockey at that time. Many times he said to me that he doesn't like school and he has no time enough. Luckily, there was again a nice special education teacher to support him, and her main merit was to keep up Daniel's motivation in school. On 9th grade, it was time to make the first important decision of schooling, either to choose vocational education or upper secondary school with academic emphasis. He had many fruitful discussions with the counselor, and without her support, the decision-making process would have been impossible. He said that he knows his difficulties, slow in reading and writing, but he liked doing things with hands. Vocational school does not mean anymore a dead end for higher education. In the vocational school, they also had a wonderful support system organized by specialized teachers who played an important role in Daniel's education. According to my knowledge, they had developed support mechanism even in the university called as student life. So Daniel went to vocational school and graduated as plumber. I'm so proud of him and satisfied with the flexible support mechanism they had in the schools. He was never negatively labeled but treated as an individual and with full cooperation with parents. Special education teachers were involved always in full cooperation with the regular teachers. The academic expectations of the school were set as a bit lower, and teachers took care of keeping his motivation high.